Hello, everyone. Welcome to Game 2 of the rBBL Season 9 World Series. Yesterday, we had an awesome stream. Um, awesome game. The White Cubs winning that one. Just an amazing game. Amazing commentary by Jibbo and the Shinebloom. It was just amazing. Love to see that. It was just freaking incredible. If this game even and this stream even comes half as good as what it was yesterday, I will be ecstatic because that was absolutely phenomenal. Let me just make sure before I get everything started that everything is working as far as everyone can hear me, everyone can see the screen and everything. So I want to make sure all the technical things are out of the way before I get started with the game. So let me know in the chat. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, so we're good. Okay. So I think that we're about ready to get started. So we got Emery, the reigning champion of the White Cubs, had an amazing regular season, 12-2. Oh yeah, that'll be good too. Okay. So, okay, let's do that. Okay. So post got the link in Discord. Let's copy that and put it in the online Discord as well. Okay, so I think with that out of the way, we are good to get started. So, okay, we got the White Cubs, 12-2 regular season. In the playoffs, they went through me, Natastic, sadly, but someone, if there was someone that you could hold your head high that you got beat by, it is Emery, reigning champion. Also went through Visery in a high scoring affair. Both coaches really know how to put up some runs. I think Visery had the highest scoring offense of any team in the league, but I do think that Emery's defense slowed him down just a little bit and made it so that he was able to prevail in the American League Championship Series. As you can see, we got some of the team averages. Really interesting. Oh yeah, that's because it's on. My brain went to online for a second. I was like, attention 100. How is that possible? Wait, we play on hard. There. See, stream is already messing up a little bit. Both wait, are these they no, they're not. So both teams have a really high speed, really high running stat. Cubs have a little bit more contact, which is interesting. I'd have expected this to be the opposite. On the hitting and the Monsters have a hitting of slightly higher. That's the power stat. Coordination is better for the Monsters. Arm is about the same, slight edge to the Monsters. Their throw, however, is 69 to 52. That's a big difference. The eye is about the same, and then the aggression and the intelligence is roughly the same. Moving on to the Green Monsters, they were 11-3 in the regular season. Possibly could have been 12-2 as well, but kind of mailed it in the last game. Rested their players, didn't want any injuries or sprained ankles or bruised knees on Cement Gardens, and that's why they had finished off at 11-3 regular season. In the playoffs, they went through the Giants and Itanium. That was a relatively low-scoring defensive battle. Both teams had similar fields that they played on. Itanium played at the Paveway, and the Green Monsters of Year were at Cement Gardens. So basically basically a reskin of Cement Gardens if you're not familiar with Paveway. Also, 2-0 over the Diamondbacks and Pepsi Boy, who unfortunately had something come up and could not make it today. He was supposed to be commentating along with me, but shout out to Pepsi Boy. Also was the guest on the latest episode of the Backyard Sports Center podcast, previewing the World Series. So if you had not had a chance to check that out on the YouTube channel, make sure you get a chance to check that out as well. Interesting enough is that Yurya, the commissioner of the rBBL and one of the founding members of the rBBL, played in the playoffs against two rookies. Itanium and Pepsi Boy were both rookies. Both made the playoffs and did extremely well for their rookie season. So shout out to them, and hopefully they'll be back for next season and seeing if they can make it to the big stage of the World Series, possibly. Who knows? So let's move on to the actual teams and their defensive alignments. So for the White Cubs, we got Pete Wheeler, who was a Goldie Glove candidate for a lot of people, and a lot of people voted for Pete Wheeler as far as their Goldie Glove votes for the season awards. Got Veronica Lee in center field, solid player. I believe that was their third round pick on center field. You got Sheila Basanti, a speedster, in the out and right field. Decent catching, but as far as the outfielders, definitely the weakest of the three. And then the infield, you got Pamela Kirkos at third base. That is the Kendall clone. If for those of you that aren't as familiar with the generics, you got Jordan Thorner at shortstop, which is a Dante clone. Be interesting to know if Jordan likes to eat as much food as Dante, or if that actually applies or not. No, some of you like to make storylines and caricatures of the personality for the generics. So let me know in the chat or in the Discord if you think Jordan Thorner likes to eat like Dante does. And at second base, you got Dominic Hoskins, one of the highest and best performing round 9 players. Also, since they are a round 9 player, that means they can use power-ups. You got the Tom Brady of the rBBL and the backyard leagues in Sally Dobbs. Just always seems to way to make it to the playoffs and make it to the World Series. Believe that Sally has won 4 or 5 championships between the rBBL and the online league. So that is just incredible, the amount of success that Sally Dobbs has for these backyard baseball leagues. We got Mikey Thomas at catcher. Amazing arm, a little bit low on the stamina. So depending on how many throws you get, each throw uses so much stamina. So if you're trying to steal a lot as possible, then Mikey might get a little bit tired there. But Mikey is an amazing catcher, and as we saw yesterday, amazing power bat. hit 2 home runs, and was a lot of people's choice for player of the game. Pitching, we got Jody Palmer, serviceable pitcher, but when you got a relief of Dominic and Sally backing up, that's a pretty formidable 3. Jalen says, I think Emery has to win just to get Sally another ring, and UFO, another Sally fan. Okay, so you might pause. Okay. Good to know, Jibbo. Thanks for doing the edit. Shout out to Jibbo for all the hard work he's been doing to put these videos together for us so that we can enjoy them all. Moving on to the Green Monsters and Yurya, also the commissioner of this great and fantastic league that we all have. We got Davey Marion in left field, the Takesha clone. Really amazing player. Really good speed, really good all-around player. Really good defensive player in left field as well. We got Horace Young in center field. Horace, according to some people, just doesn't drop anything, and just their catching ability has been really hard to get past and hard for him to drop balls, so that's something to pay attention to as well. In right field, we got the Ronnie clone of Frankie Holly. I don't know if Frankie doesn't like Sally as much as Ronnie does, but maybe that's another storyline for you generic personality writers to get into as well. At third base, we got Alex Rodriguez, and at shortstop, we got Derek Jeter. That is the formidable left side of the infield that many people just despise hitting to. They just eat up everything over there, and if you hit something to the left side, you probably are not going to get safe unless you get the lucky bobble or something. Moving on to second base, we got JY's favorite player in Brett Olson. I know a lot of people have their various opinions about Brett Olson, and he is kind of a very memeable player in terms of the caricatures that we've made, and a lot of people like to make fun of Brett Olson for various reasons. But that's it. That's all I say about Brett Olson. And then we got Ricky Johnson at first base, which is their round 9 player. Means Ricky can use power-ups. Ricky is actually a pretty good first baseman when he stays close to the base. Derek Jeter, as it has announced here, was the Goldie Glove winner. We also got Tony Del Vecchio at catcher, with his combination of high aggression and a high arm and pretty good stamina, is one of the highest rated AI catchers in the game, if not the best. Then we got Lisa Crockett on the mound, who just has amazing hooks. Her left and right hook are top of the charts. Can't get much better than Lisa when it comes to the hooks. But that does it for the introductions of this game, and there's not any other things I need to talk about. Let's get right into the game. Setting their lineups are both for the teams. And we are off. Okay, I'll turn the volume down a little bit. So Pete Wheeler is first at the bat, and like Jibbo mentioned in the last stream, the one with the bat is the player that is batting. And Pete Wheeler hits a ground ball right to Ricky, but Ricky gets off the base. And Pete Wheeler has boarded for a single for Emery. Quick check of stamina, I believe. Going a line drive with Pamela Kirkos. Interesting going with left field. It's a ball inside. Swing and a miss for Pete Wheeler, 2-1 on the count to AI Pete Wheeler. There's a high pitch, another foul ball, and a curve. Like I mentioned previously, Lisa is known for her curve balls. And that's a strike 3 for Lisa Crockett in Yurya's game. Pamela with a nice single right, got into the gap between Jeter and A-Rod, and Pete Wheeler gets barely safe at second base. Now we got runners at first and second for Emery and Veronica Lee on the mound. Got Jordan Thorner out to bat for the AI Cubs. Ooh, nice juicy outside pitch, and pops it up just a little bit outside the plate. That's going to be an infield fly for out number 1. Now we got Mikey Thomas up the bat. Hit 2 home runs in game 1. Can he do the same thing and repeat possibly his epic game 1 performance? Another foul by Jordan Thorner. Hanging in there. There's an inside pitch. Strike 2. Inside corner. Another strikeout for Lisa. Yurya just pitching a gem right now. 2 Ks already to start this game. Ooh, outside pitch. And Mikey hits a deep fly ball. Is this going to have enough to go over the wall? And it barely goes over. And that is another home run for Mikey Thomas. Mikey is just having a series. As Mikey strikes out and Lisa Crockett strikes out the side. Now the Monsters are first up the bat, and the Cubs take the early lead of 3-0 off of that. And Davey hits a nice line drive, power hit, but just a little early on that pitch, fouls it off. Ooh, outside pitch, and Davey hits it right to Pete Wheeler. They were shifting. It's actually kind of a good strategy to shift over there, because Pete can cover like half the field by himself. Jeter hits it right to Dominic. Dominic bobbles and does not recover in time. Jeter is safe. Line drive to left field. Davey throws into Jeter, not in time to get Sally. Sally gets on base for the single. 1 out for the Cubs. 1 out for the Monsters.
Into the motion, cuts to the plate.
Foul off by Sheila, 0-2 on the count. Ooh, trying to steal on Mikey Thomas. Jeter not fast enough.
1 out.
They got Horace Young at the bat. 2-1 on the count to Horace Young. 0-2 the count to Sheila. Takes a ball outside. Horace fouls another one off. Pop up to Jordan Thorner. Jordan not throwing this first base, not going to chance it. As Sheila gets a single. And thank you for getting rid of that spam post. Sorry, the only promotion that we are looking for is from Ivan King, and that clearly was not something that Ivan would say in this Switch channel. So we're not interested. Thank you. So we got Jordan Thorner at the bat with runners at first and second. I did miss it because I was looking at chat for a second. Derek got to second. Then we got a ground ball right to Lisa from Jordan Thorner. Sally slow, gets out at third base. Lisa throws it to A-Rod to get the easy out at third base. And then we got A-Rod, throws it to Pamela, but Pamela bobbles it and has a trouble getting a hold of it. And Yurya has Jeter and A-Rod on for Ricky Johnson, not who you want up here when you're trying to score some runs. Perhaps he could get a walk. And also not the person you want to play either for the Cubs and Jody Palmer. And Derek blows the hit and run chance. You can own one of the rules that we have is that if you fail a steal once, you cannot do it again. Otherwise, it's considered cheesing, as Jody Palmer draws the walk to bring up Dominic Hoskins. Now, sadly, there's no power-up for Dominic to use here, but we'll see if Dominic can get a hit or possibly another walk, as Ricky Johnson has 2-2. That might be a perfect hit. Grounder halfway up the line was like a perfect bunt. And Pamela throws it away. Ball goes into left field, and that allows Jeter to score. As Dominic hits a line drive down the left field line, that's going to score 2 runs, and Jody somehow makes that to third base safely. I do not understand how A-Rod did not get the tag down, and that's going to be 5-0 right now. There's another grounder to halfway up the third base line. And that's going to be another run because of the timing of that, as both teams end their innings at the end of one inning. It is, for both of their batting, it is 5-2. Of course, Emery would think that Dom is the best round 9 because that was Dominic's player. I think Davey just got a little grounder bunt single. Now we got Jeter up the bat and Pamela Kirkos at the bat. Jeter is bunting. Could this be a double play chance? But no. Jody goes to first to get the out, and that's Alex in center field catching that one. Horace Young at the plate, and Sheila Basanti. Can Horace drive Davey in from second base? Help out the Green Monsters. Ground ball right to Jody. Davey not going to advance, and that's going to be out number 2. Another bunt right to Lisa, and that's going to be out number 3 for the AI Cubs. Moving on to the bottom of the second inning for the Monsters. And Alex Rodriguez chokes and was not able to get Davey in from second base. Interestingly, we have a new pitcher because the Cubs did score 5 runs. Frankie Holly coming in relief is the Ronnie clone, so probably a lot of fastballs. Change of pace compared to the hooks. It's interesting that Tony what was that? Hello, Tony was waiting. Mikey decided to throw to third base. Pamela off the bat, trying to start out this inning. The hit. Ground ball up the third base line. Can Jeter get there in time? And no, Pamela makes it safely. Now what can Tony Del Vecchio do here? Can Tony be clutch, unlike what his player says? It was a ground ball right to Dominic. That's going to allow the runner to get to third base, but Tony is out. Blue ground ball, but it's going to get past Frankie. Brett Olson throws to second, get the out. So that's 1 out for the Monsters, and now we got Mikey Thomas up the bat. Swing and a miss.
Strike one. Runner on third.
Can
One
Mikey
out.
do it again? Can he get his 4th home run of this series?
From the stretch. The 1-1
Here's a nice pitch for Lisa. Fouls it off.
ball. 1-2.
Swing and a miss for Mikey Thomas. Sadly, Mikey cannot hit another home run,
The 1-2 pitch. That was ball 2.
but Sally might be able to. No, instead Sally grounds out.
Here's the windup.
Grounds to the pitcher, but
It's foul
not
back.
able to get the security out at second base. Both runners are safe. Up for Sheila Basanti.
Takes the stretch and the offering.
Pops it up. And Lisa fouls it off. Jeter's right there, and Jeter makes the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Cubs in the 2nd inning. Moves on to their AI.
2-2 pitch.
Pitching. Ground ball down the 3rd base line. Pamela not able to get the out at home plate.
Saved.
And Brett Olson scores.
Runner on first.
Let's go, Brett Olson. You won't hear that very often out of my mouth.
Here's the motion. Pitch on the way.
So cherish that.
Was ball 1. And the count is 1-0.
Got Davey at the bat. Here's a pop up.
Ready now.
Jody catches it.
Swings. Strike.
Davey whiffs on that pitch. Nice single for AI Tony, but Tony's pretty slow. Okay, Dominic not going to chance it.
Takes the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. That was ball
Now we got
2.
Ricky up the bat. Emery's probably going to try for a double play. And
Here's
that's
the
might be
windup.
double play, but Ricky is too fast.
Smack one
Ricky
back
able to make
center.
that. Now Veronica Lee makes a catch on Davey for the 2nd out. Now we got Lisa at first on the right and Lisa at the plate on the left screen. Score is 5-3 right now. Going for the hit and run with Jeter at the plate. Okay, here's a nice looking pitch, and Jeter hits it to center field. Is that going to be over the head? And that is over the head of Jordan Thorner. Could this score Lisa? Could this be a... Oh, Lisa's going to try to score. Dominic flubs the throw, and Lisa scores all the way from first base. What a huge hit on that triple by Jeter, and it is now 5-4. As the Cubs just finishes their pitching, did not allow any runs. No aluminum power bats this time around. You ground ball right to Jordan Thorner, but Jordan decides to go home, and Horace ties this game up. Actually, gives the Monsters the lead because of the +1, because the home team does not have that 6th inning. You get a +1 as Jeter flubs it, but recovers just in time to make the catch. Purposely flub the throw just so you can get on the top 10 plays. Alex, deep fly ball, left field. Is that going to be a home run? No, Pete Wheeler catches it to end the inning. So now we got Dominic Hoskins up the bat with 2 outs. Not a good outing right now for the Cubs after that really amazing inning. The tale of 2 innings so far. Cubs first and the Monsters second. Can Dominic do what he did in the first inning, in his first at bat? We'll see. Here's an inside pitch. It's a nice drive down the left field line, but it is just foul. Now we got Jody Palmer up the bat for the AI. For Dominic, that's a ground ball. That's going to be the Tony. That should be an easy out. Dominic's not that fast. And that ends the inning. Cubs do not score anything in the top of the 3rd inning. Then we got Brett Olson at the bat and Jody Palmer at the bat. Brett Olson swings and a miss. Strike 2. That one contact does not really do very well except for fouling stuff off, and does not work very well for the AI batting. That's going to be a strikeout. Davey, it's a fly ball to center field. That should be an easy play for Veronica. And Veronica cannot catch it, but Davey trying to go to second, trying to get that hustle double, and not the smartest play there. Should have stuck at first base. Now we got Jody catching a
Delivery.
ground ball
Strike two.
from
0-2.
Jeter, and that ends the inning.
Into the
Top
motion and the
third
delivery.
inning is over.
Swing. Ground ball. Pitcher makes the catch. Tosses it over to first. He's out. They are turned. I got halfway through the inning. Ricky Johnson.
Okay, it
no
looks
outs.
like that. This is what Jibbo was saying when he
Here's
paused the
motion.
video.
Cuts to
So you
the
get a little
plate.
bit of time to catch your breath and just focus on one game for at least a few minutes. So we got Ricky Johnson up the bat.
Here's the motion and the pitch. Strike one.
Swing and a miss. Question Monkey says throwing Sally slow balls down the middle is bad karma.
Throw. And a foul ball. Here's the motion. The delivery. Swing.
Ground ball
Foul
to
ball.
Mikey and just barely gets Ricky out. Ricky Johnson almost got a base hit there.
Here's the windup. She delivers.
And Frankie gets a deep fly ball to right center field. Not going to be enough this time. But Sheila drops it. Sheila, is the arm have enough? Frankie with a hustle double off the error in right field by Sheila. She mentioned previously Sheila being the weakest of the three outfielders.
Foul.
That might cost the Cubs the game possibly. You never know if these rBBL games, one run could be the reason why you win or lose. Frankie going to steal probably was a hit and run, forgot to turn it off in time. They got Brett Olson at the bat. Fouls it off. Brett Olson is really good at doing that, so that one contact.
She kicks and the delivery. Ground ball.
Ground ball. Jody is going to
Laps out
not
a
get to
single.
first base in time because I believe Mikey was waiting for Jody to get
Next
to
batter,
first before
runners on first
threw
and
the ball.
second.
And then we
One
got
out.
first and second with Tony Delvecchio at the bat.
She's ready. The pitch.
Outside pitch.
Sliced it. And the
In
count
the-
is 0-1.
Good part of the strike zone. Tony fouls it off though.
From the windup and the offering. A swing. A long
Tony
fly.
hits it to left field,
And it's an
but
out.
right at Pete.
And the runner tag.
And
At
Dom
second.
drops it.
Runners
That
on
would have been a
second.
double play. That would have been huge for the Cubs
Lisa
AI.
Burns, runners on first and second. 2 outs. Into the motion. Fires. That was a ball.
Fastball
1 out.
outside for Sally Dobbs, who is now pitching. I honestly did not miss, or honestly did not
Ready
catch
now.
that.
She delivers. Swings. Tags one.
Lisa.
Slides into second. And
Brett
here's
beats the
safe.
throw from Pete. And we got bases loaded for the Monsters.
Davey Mary. Bases
With
loaded.
Davey
2
Marion
outs.
at the bat. 0 for 2 in this game, but this is a huge moment
Ready
right now.
The delivery.
Can Davey capitalize?
Ball 1. Into the motion and the offering. Ball 2. She kicks. Pitch on the way. The swing.
There's a ground ball to left field. Pete Wheeler is going to get that and throw to second base, and Lisa is just too gassed, not able to make it. And that is the end of the third inning.
That's it for the.
So after 3 innings,
Timeout.
it is 6-5 Monsters. Really, it's 5-5, but with the
Great.
extra bonus run,
She's
that
ready
is the reason
and
why the
offering.
Monsters are winning this
Swing.
game.
Strike 1. No outs. Ready now.
Now we got
and
Pete
the
Wheeler up the
offering.
bat for the AI
Another
Cubs.
strike. What's a strike? And the
Pete
count
Wheeler is
0-2.
asking what's a strike.
She's set and the throw. Swung on. Ground ball
Ground ball, foul.
with nobody out. hits and the delivery. That was ball 1.
Shot taken.
And the count is 1-2.
Okay, the Cubs are back at bat.
1-2 pitch.
Pete Wheeler
Ball 2.
Shot
is
taken.
batting in both universes.
From the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Low, ball 3. And the count
And Pete Wheeler hits a deep fly ball to right field. Lisa doing nothing there. Pete's going to be running for a while. Pete Wheeler going to try to make that a triple. Jeter cannot make the play, and that is a leadoff triple
now pitching. Brett
for the Cubs. That is huge.
We've got Lisa Crocker pitching now. The stretch.
Lisa comes back in.
Plate. Steer.
That's a fly ball to center field. Davey is there.
The target goes up. Fires.
Not going to risk Pete
Toward the
hitting
outfield.
there.
On the run.
And Jordan Thorner hits to the center field. Alex bobbles it and catches it.
Mikey Thomas
We got Mikey Thomas up the bat.
from the windup and the pitch. The swing.
Ground ball to Brett Olson.
He's got it. Tosses
He'll
it
come in a couple steps and throw it
They are turned. Let's see that. The monster.
as Horace Young drops it, and Pete Wheeler scores.
And the offering.
And that is going to tie this game at 6-6. Now, Yurya's up to bat as well as Derek Jeter gets a ground ball that gets by Sally. And Mikey hits another home run. Okay, I gotta go back. I guess let's watch the song run.
And the offering.
We're going back. Gotta do a replay.
Safe and
Mikey hits it to deep center field, just to the left of the big screen. Can you believe it? Mikey just hits homers.
swinging. Foul ball. Runner on first. Nobody out.
It's like that one kid from the
Break scoring.
Little League World Series. Like, what do you do?
The runner
I
is
hit
set.
dingers.
Runner on first. Nobody out.
Now we got Sally Dobbs up the bat.
Takes the stretch. She delivers.
Strike on the
And a
corner.
foul ball.
Horace fouls it off. Strike 2, inside corner.
Ready now. The delivery. A swing. And a foul ball.
Foul ball
0-2.
for Horace.
The windup and the pitch. What was that? We'll just call it a wild pitch. 1-2.
12th home
Here's the
postseason
motion.
home
He
run.
delivers. Ball 2.
Mikey showing up when it matters the most.
From the windup and delivers.
Sally Dobbs doing her best Sally Dobbs impersonation. Fouling it off
He's safe.
as Horace hits a nice shot down the right field line.
A-Rod's
Get on
runners
base. Sally
first.
pops it up.
Nobody out.
Frankie catches it for out number 2.
Here's the motion.
It's
Fires.
8-6.
Swing. Just foul. 0-1.
But Yurya has a good rally going on right now. First and second with nobody out.
Here's the windup and delivers. Swing. Foul. And the count is 0-2. Into the windup, cuts to the plate. The swing.
Ooh, ground ball. That might have been ball 1, but with 2 strikes, you can't risk that. Sheila trying to start off a new rally. And that might be a single, but Brett Olson is right there. That's like we were saying before. Brett Olson is just good at second base. I don't know what it is, but it's just his spot. Now Pete Wheeler throws to the third base, but that's not going to be in time for Derek. Pete waited just a little bit too long, and now we got the bases loaded with nobody out. Can Sally Dobbs get out of this mess? Bases loaded and nobody out. Good news for Sally is that we got Ricky Johnson at the bat without a power-up. Horace Young hits it to Pete. Easy out. Out number 1.
Nobody out. The windup and the pitch.
Ground ball. And everyone's going to be safe.
On third, and he comes in just
Pamela and Jordan cannot, and Sally cannot get on the same page, and that allows everyone to be safe, and that's going to make it 8-7.
Here's the windup and the offering. That was a ball.
Bases loaded still for the Monsters.
To the plate. Ball 2. This ref throws it.
Here's a good pitch for Holly.
Wide.
Or not, yeah, Frankie Holly, and that's going to be an infield fly. Popped up right to catcher.
Brett Olsen, 3 on.
And now we got Brett Olsen. Can Brett Olsen get it done?
Into the windup, fires. Ball 1. And the count is 1-0.
Off of Jeter. Right to Davy.
Here's the windup.
And that's going to be an out.
He's out. Smacks one.
Brett Olsen hits it right to Brett.
He's out a single. Had second.
And Jody hits it to Brett.
Next batter, the bases are loaded. 2 outs.
They hit it right at each other in both
The
games.
delivery.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Foul.
Now we got 2
And the
outs
count is 0-1.
for the Monsters. Dominic hits it. Pop up right to the pitcher, and that's going to be a 3rd out for the 5th inning.
Foul ball.
Now we got Tony Inception right now. Tony batting in both games. AI Tony for the Cubs game, and
Into the motion.
player
and
Tony for the
delivery.
Monsters.
Low.
Ooh,
Ball
good
1.
eye.
1-2.
As Tony strikes out Jody Palmer for the 4th K.
Ball 2.
Ooh, good eye.
Is 2-2.
On those last 2 pitches by Yurya.
From the stretch. 2-2 pitch. Swinging.
Ground ball right to Jordan.
Ground ball.
Is that going to be an out? Yep, right to Dominic. Gets Ricky out. And that's a huge
4th innings over.
save by the AI Cubs, only holding the Monsters to 1 run.
Here's the windup.
Cubs
She
are
delivers.
clinging on to an 8-7 lead right now. Sally Dobbs just drops that ball and allows Ricky to get the first base.
Right. Nobody out. Takes the stretch and the pitch. Ball 1.
Ooh, pop up for the Cubs. This could be huge. Dominic,
Here's the windup.
not in
Down
time
the
to
way.
get double play, Ricky.
Swing. Ground ball.
Veronica Lee hits it right to Brett Olsen.
The toss.
Brett Olsen throws and gets
Pamela
Veronica Lee out.
takes the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing. Strike. 1 out. Great. He's ready. And the offering.
Ricky gets out at second for the 3rd out.
Left it up.
Pamela pops it up right to Lisa.
Jumping in the air. That's not gonna
And
do
Lisa drops it. Suspicious.
it. Sheila Pursuit. 1 out.
Lisa playing games, dropping that on purpose, but making it look like
Swing.
she didn't do it,
Hit a little number to the mound. Tosses it over to
but
second.
doesn't work.
Second
Her
out.
plan doesn't work
Then
out
tosses it over.
as she looked too fast.
Takes the stretch and the offering.
What a game, folks. What a close game. Top of the 6th for the Cubs. Last chance to score any runs. But we got Pete Wheeler up to bat.
The runner goes a bit off target there. A throw to second. She's safe. Chucks it over to second. Throws it over to third. That's it for her.
Sheila a little too aggressive and runs into the last out at third base. Pete Wheeler gets a double.
Nobody out.
Now the last up for both teams.
Here's the motion. She delivers. Ball 1. 1-0.
This could go either way, guys.
Into the motion. Pitch on the way.
And here's a nice pitch for Lisa and fouls it off.
In foul territory. And the count is 1-1.
Nasty pitch, low in the zone right there.
From the windup.
Not much you can do
The
with that
1-1
one.
pitch.
It's an inside pitch to Lisa and fouls it off too. Ball outside for Davy to Pamela. 2-2. 3-2 full count.
The 1-2 pitch.
2-2 to Lisa. Here's a good pitch. And Pamela fouls it off.
From the windup, a 2-2 pitch.
Ooh, outside pitch. And Lisa fouls it off.
And it's foul.
Pamela hits it right to Brett Olson.
Nobody out.
Ricky throws it home to prevent Pete from scoring, but Pete does advance to third base.
The windup. Here's the pitch. Swinging. To
Lisa,
left, and it
doing
goes
her best
foul.
Sally impression, fouls it off. Veronica Lee hits it to left field for a nice single, and that's going to allow Pete to score. And that is now 9-7 in favor of the White Cubs.
She's ready. The
And Mikey hits another fly ball deep to right field. This is going to stay fair.
She's out.
It is foul, just barely. Mikey just missing a third home run on this game and a fifth home run in the series.
And the delivery.
Instead, pops it up to the pitcher. Veronica is able to get back.
1-0.
Lisa got out.
Here's the windup and the offering.
And Davey, it's a deep fly ball to right center field. And that is going to be a home run for the Monsters. Monsters catching up. Sally Dobbs fouling it off.
Up to bat. 1 out.
A one-run game right now. Anything could happen.
And the offering. Swings.
I honestly do not know what's going to happen if this ends up being a tie, because both teams have not given up a run to the AI.
1 out.
So I have to check with our rules team, to experts, to see what happens.
She's ready. The
And
pitch.
Davey Emery had hit, and that's the third out.
Throws a ball. Tries to steal.
AI Davey going to get a double off of Veronica, miscapping that, or miscatching that. And Derek gets on base.
Runner on first. 1 out.
Derek hits a ground ball, trying to sacrifice.
High and inside. And
The tying run is on first base, and the winning run is at home plate.
She's ready. And the delivery. Strike.
Strike one to Horace. Horace and Horace. And now it's a fly ball to Pamela.
Goes up. 2-1 pitch.
And that's going to be a double play to end the game.
Slides into second. And he's out.
And Jeter is
To
out.
first on a sharp single.
Jordan gets it to Dominic just in time. It was 9-0, the final score for the Cubs. And now we got the Monsters down to their final out.
High. Ball 1.
Alex
And the count
Rodriguez is
1-0.
up 2 bats. This is such a nail biter.
Takes her stretch. Fires.
Okay, here's a nice pitch.
Swing.
Alex Rodriguez hits it down the line. Pamela cannot get it. Flubs it. And Horace and
Runners on
A-Rod
first and second.
are
2
up to
out.
bat. We got Ricky Johnson up to bat without a power up.
Into
This
the
is kind of
windup
sketchy
and the
here.
throw. That was
Ball 1.
Now pitching, Dominic Hoskins.
Dominic Hoskins comes on in relief.
He comes center, pitch on the way. Ball 2.
Ball 2.
And the count is 2-0.
Everyone is on the edge of their seat. The round 9 battle.
Comes center and the offering. Strike.
Strike at the top of the zone. Dominic comes back. Hit and run is on.
The 2-1 pitch.
Ricky fouls it off.
2-2. He sets and delivers.
Ooh, this is going to be ball
That was
3.
ball 3.
Full count.
2-2.
Both runners are going to get a head start here.
Ready now and the throw.
Ooh, dirt down the middle.
Swung on.
Pops it up. Is Dominic going to catch it to end the game? No! Dominic drops it. Dominic drops it. And the bases are going to be loaded for the Monsters.
Frankie Holland, bases loaded. 2 outs.
Frankie Holly out the bat. Can Frankie
The
do it?
windup, the delivery. Strike.
Ooh, should have pulled the trigger there. That was a juicy pitch.
From the stretch.
Okay, here's
Fire.
another juicy pitch That's going to be a ground ball right to Sally. Sally's going to throw it to second, and that's going to end the game. And the Cubs squeak by with the win. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. The Cubs with the nail biter.
That's the end of the fifth. Sally ducks, no outs. Timeout.
The Cubs are going to take this one.
Now pitching, Frankie Foley. Into
I
the
cannot
windup
believe
and the
this.
pitch.
I thought the Monsters were going to get this one.
Nobody out. He
But that
winds
was
the
their
pitch
last
on the way.
at-bat.
Swing. Now to
As
Derek.
Sally hits it to
Under
left
it.
field,
And he makes
Derek
the
makes the catch.
Jeez. Jody Palmer. Into the windup. The delivery. Swinging. Steer.
The Kelly C said that they called it.
Makes the stretch. The delivery. Swinging.
Jody hits a pop-up to left field as well.
And makes
And
a
Derek
great
makes a
catch.
catch
That's
again.
Dominic Huss.
Dominic Hoskins.
Target goes up. The pitch.
Last at bat for the Cubs AI. Dominic does not know that they won already
Into
though,
the
so
motion.
he's
Throws it.
trying his hardest to get on base.
Right. From the windup. Here's the pitch. Got it. Strikeout.
And Dominic strikes out to end the game, and that's gonna do it. The
Monsters
Cubs
win.
take this one,
7-0.
and the
What a
Cubs are
game,
now
folks. When things
up
got rough-
2-0 in this best of 5 series. Can the Cubs be stopped? Will the Cubs even lose one game? Will this be a sweep? I guess that is the big question going into tomorrow's game. I do not have a finalized time as far as when that is going to take place, but Shinebloom should be back on the call with that one. Jibbo, I don't think is going to be able to make it though, because the schedules did not make it. So most likely it is going to be me and Shinebloom on the call for that one. Does anyone have any final comments, or does any of the either players want to hop on the call and give any comments in a post-game interview? If any of the two players want to hop on real quick for their thoughts on the game, then I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. But if neither of the players want to hop on, then that's going to do it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Time to be announced. So that's going to do it. Make sure you are following the stream. Make sure you check out the YouTube as well for any replays or of any content that we are placing on the Twitch channel, as well as make sure that you check out the podcast. There was a couple episodes that just dropped, especially the one that I just did with Pepsi Boy, previewing this. If you have not checked that out, you want to check that out, because that is where you will find both of our predictions for what is going to happen, or what we thought was going to happen in this series. So make sure you check that out, and make sure you are, if you are not in the Discord channels, make sure you join there. That's where you can find all the content regarding either of the leagues that we have, or all the leagues and tournaments that we might be having. So for that, and for Backyard Sports Center, this is Natastic signing off.